This band is pretty unknown. They have only 2,000 monthly listeners on Spotify at the time of this recording, but I've been recommended to check them out. They're called Our Chronicle, and my introduction to them is going to be a song called Remedy. It's the opening track on an EP called If These Walls Could Speak, and I'm going to check out the entire thing from start to finish here. So, very intrigued to listen to these folks and see what they sound like. And... go! Meaty guitars.
I see a mannequin caught in my midnight daydream, but no more than I can see fate when you're lying next to me.
I know George Lever's involved with the sound here. Guitars sound amazing.
A ruckus descending into bloodstream, with talks of an end and a taste of morphine.
Oh, the interesting extra backing vocals.
Just to cure my misery. For me,
snare cuts. Beautiful. It's a high synth doing that melody. What a scream to punch it. Lovely, delicate cymbal work in the break. Lovely use of electronics. Nice enough melody. Not the hookiest. Interesting space here. Got a feeling they go up there. They may have already done that before. Bit of DJ scratching. Why not? Okay, that was pretty tasty. Timelapse. It sounded like the sharpening of a sword. In the world of Poor Division and Thornhill Oil, which is a good thing. Okay.
something in another life, entwined as this undead time lapse makes me sick. Personalized, separated from myself, I find that this
Nice bit of variation of the rhythm.
time lapse makes me sick.
Continuing with the ring outs. As the electronics keep the beat going. There's enough surprise, but also paying off after the gaps. Like a guitar matched up with a high squeal vocally. Interesting. Nice. Okay. Taking their time here. Okay. Ascending chord progression. There's a simplicity to it. They're leaning into here. Still going. We can fade out. Seems so. That snare, it's got some fucking slap to it. Alrighty. Next song here is called Sanctions. Cool percussive sounds.
Left disowned, another misstep through the shallow path I should have known. I wasn't aligned with the script you had, I couldn't know.
It's very close vocal.
What appeared was a frame of word I should have known.
Some harmonies to it.
And every small step would just thicken the cracks. So I lay awake with my senses frayed. Another blank slate, but the slab is stained. These calligraphed wounds won't heal the same. Cause I'm a pawn in your twisted game. Through all I gave you wouldn't take. I killed myself over your mistakes. These chemicals just don't hit the same. So give me your sanctions, give me your sanctions.
Very different from the first two tracks. This is a good thing.
Left
Bit of variety.
another misstep through the shallow path I should have known.
I like how raw the vocal sounds.
Wasn't aligned with the script.
Not a bunch of effects on this.
Couldn't know that this had concluded from its origin. Can't let go. So I play your game, but it's fixed for nothing. So I lay awake with my senses.
It's got a bit of a different tone to it from anything else I've heard recently.
These calligraphed wounds won't heal the same. 'Cause I'm a pawn in your twist.
a darkness to it, but a bright roundness to the vocal. But it's casual. Definitely reminds me of Sleep Token here. But definitely programmed drums. The high falsetto style singing like a vessel would do must be a heavy influence. Nice. Next one, stop motion. What is this giving me? A throne? Definitely Thornhill. Similarity. Just living down here in these low chords.
Chance to
There's only a few inputs of sound in this. It is like drums, guitar, vocals. Rhythmically, just about punching on those hits. Okay. They're really like leaning into the simple repetition of rhythm. Curious. Okay. Last song on the EP, A Passage. Okay.
crawling. I think I'll remain for a while away from this all as I learn to face my truths.
Piano vocal, but there's something else here. kind of synth chord.
The guilt of desire, 'cause I'm falling
Echoes of voice.
into you. So give me love or death. Each night I hold my
There's all kinds of
breath and pray for relief.
different musical moments within just one EP. It's nice.
I think I'll make way for a while. Escape from this all.
Drums do sound like they're too inspired.
Search for something new.
That's it. Sounds Sleep Token inspired.
You made your escape with a smile.
But the essence of the songs is their own.
'Cause I'm falling into you.
Very vessel.
Give me love or death. Each night I hold my breath. Maybe there's just
Lots of harmony within this.
to give me relief.
Lovely guitar tone there. I've got chord. Yeah, there's something quite Sleep Token-esque about this. The wall of sound, the guitar tone. After a long, quiet build. Variety of different vocal delivery styles. Oh, yeah. Curious aftertone. Okay. Well, that was a hell of an introduction to Our Chronicle with their EP, If These Walls Could Speak. Interesting. There's there was what, 5 tracks there? Quite a range within that. Now, my initial takeaway is how much of that reminded me of Sleep Token. Now, we're going to have a lot of this, I think, in the next couple of years, where the influence of Sleep Token seeps into a lot of the music that's created anew. But they managed to have enough moments, I think, were their own. The more obvious things were things like that kind of high falsetto scream. Not that Vessel invented that, but the way he would do that over low, bassy sort of guitar sounds, and that snare sound, that sort of like congy pop that 2 would have. That sort of combination is hard to differentiate from Sleep Token, especially if you have a song that builds up slowly in meaning for a while, and then you have that kind of drop. Very Sleep Token. But like, that's something you can't completely say no one's allowed to do after the fact. It's a useful and a powerful tool to have in your songwriting and sonic toolbox, if you will, that can be used for, the dramatic effect within the songs and the way that they progress, which has been effective here, I would say. There's also been stuff that's like kind of unhinged. Was it Timelapse? Or was it stop motion? I'm trying to remember now. Where it was like pretty aggressive from start to finish. Might have been Timelapse, perhaps. Remedy had a great balance overall. Sanctions was really interesting. I liked that it had this sort of a different tone to it halfway through. You had the electronics, more of a sort of R&B, kind of hip-hop style of vocal delivery in the chorus. Not hip-hop in terms of rhythmic, but in terms of if you were to sing within a chilled hip-hop song, that's kind of the sort of vibe that had. And then they had the Sleep Token like drop towards the end. But certainly very interesting. Done to a good level. There's a lot of heart that's gone into that, it sounds like. Tons of different vocal delivery styles within that, which is really interesting. So it's quite a cool showcase of the possibilities and the potential here. I'd be excited to hear them go further away from the starting point of similarities to the likes of Sleep Token. There's some Thornhill similarities within there. But it's going to be hard to get away from that sound, I think, at the moment, because that's kind of just the sound of the moment. And it's working well. Obviously, as well, it turns out George Lever has been involved in the mixing of this EP, so he's able to get that out of the guitars, perhaps. Although he wasn't involved in the recording, maybe it's just the mixing part of it. So actually, the guitars probably had a lot of that to begin. Don't really know. Don't know all the ins and outs of that. But certainly very interesting for a brand new band, I presume, given that there's 2,000 monthly listeners. Let's see what the most earliest, they released an EP in 2023, so they've been going for a couple of years here, but this is very, very good stuff, especially for this relatively new entry. I'm going to put that in delicious because I immediately want to hear that again. There have been a couple of moments where I've heard a song from other artists recently that have sounded quite similar to Sleep Token because that's the era we're in. And on future listens, I notice that less and less and less, and I just accept that song for what that song is, for example. This is the same with other artists as well. It could sound like Bring Me the Horizon, some other artist. As you listen to the song more, that song stands alone. So introduction is one thing. I want to hear this more times so that I appreciate these songs more for the uniqueness that they are and put away my initial comparisons, which we all do when we first listen to something new in the world. So delicious, certainly impressive. Very interesting, the range that happened within that EP. Super curious to hear more from them and see what their next moves might be, what their next songs might be, and where they go from here. And perhaps this could be a gem that we all know and love in future in a big, bad way. But that's a very interesting start, at least for me, getting introduced to them there by Our Chronicle. Ones to look out for, I reckon.